Uh, Hello everyone. You may be wondering why this is cleared. Both recordings that I made for the next two parts ended up getting corrupted. So, let me go back in and show you guys around. Please note, since we're replaying levels, the crystals and gems won't be visible, but I'll go down the path that I took to get here. And hopefully, everything will be better than the first take. Okay. Those condors had given me a really bad time when I first started playing the game. Because I can never get the spot where you can really jump on their backs. I like my bounty crates. This level is very similar to Turtle Woods from earlier, but there is one big catch, which we'll see in a moment. It has something we won't see yet. I am not good at timing. Okay, get on that. A split path. So for the crystal, you want to take the left path. Because, for whatever reason, the crystal is only on this path. If you go the other one, nothing. Well, you'll get items in boxes, but nothing of note. Okay. The crystal would be in this little hut, I believe, normally, around this area. Can't miss it. That block is important for the other path, because if you went right first, you would notice that there is... boom. There is a... there are outline blocks. What you can do is go backwards on this route up here, but that's dangerous, so I'd prefer going back the way we came. Make sure to take care of all the enemies you find, because otherwise it will not be pretty. It'll be a bit... you have to take it a bit slower if you don't take out all the enemies. One thing to note is that since we got the checkpoint box, whatever we do on the other path will not be saved over. Oh, that could have ended badly. Okay. Now let's look at the right path. Something to note, if you slide into these guys with the saws on their back, they turn into bouncy turtles like the other ones. Like the spiky ones. And of course, you cannot jump on these guys' backs unless they're topped over. Otherwise, you can just kill them normally with a well-timed spin. Now that we got that checkpoint, we're locked on this path. Once again, spin into things to knock them out. This little area, the boxes here would be outlines if we went this way first. Or this way at all. Okay, that could have went poorly. Alright, now let's continue with the level. No reason why I did that. Just felt like it. More pits. Okay, first pit down. Go for a bonus. Here's a new box type. Below me is an iron-coated box. You cannot jump on it, you cannot spin on it. You must belly flop it to destroy it. They do count for your box count, so you better look forward to it. This part is a bit tricky. Jump on each box once, and do not fall in the pit like I did there. That was a complete demo. Do not do that. Okay, anyway. Back to this. TNT, TNT. You do not have to be on the screen for it to explode. A little trash. Slide. Okay. And if you hold forward and backwards, even in the side-scrolling parts, you will go into the foreground or background. Let's try this a third time. Okay. One. Really tempted on just cutting ahead here. But we'll do this the right way. Okay. It's funny, I got this my first try on the original take. Okay. So now this box. Get this life. And we're going backwards. Now let's demo a unique property, bounty blocks. If you bounce them and wait too long for the next bounce, they will just not have any more fruit. And just break instead of letting you do the 5 bounces. Ah! Got all the boxes. Now let's continue. Okay. The rest of the level is pretty straightforward. Here is another pit. Just skip these with our world famous slide spins. Slide spin. And here's the end. We got all the boxes, so there would be a gem here. If, you know, this was a plain old level that was uncompleted. Next up, Crash Dash. This one is one of the famous levels of the game because it has, drumroll please, the run toward the camera level, also known as the boulder levels. It's a very simple boulder level. It's a boulder, you run away from it. I really like how in the remakes they just went so far with the expression on Crash's face with this. Okay, scratch my head, scratch my nose. Let's get chased. This level will probably be one of the first ones that you find, and either knowingly or unknowingly use the adaptive difficulty. What that means is, if you die to this boulder enough times, the game will go easy on you and say, hey, you know, listen, they're not doing too well. Let's make the boulder move slower. So you'll have a bit more time to do what you need to do. I think this level has a decently large change compared to the original. I think in the original version of this level, there are a couple of boxes that you have to do on this stretch, too. And here, the boulder will fall. Bonus. I love how tense this music is. Jump over this. Jump over that, mainly because that thing will hurt you if it falls in your head. This is a pretty tricky jump, pretty tricky spin. If you don't feel confident with it, just jump on top. You lose in the life, but you won't die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like counting these boxes. Oh no. Okay. That could have gone worse. I'm not going to lie, I thought I was going to fail that bit just because... Oh wow, 56 lives already. Just because... This isn't that kind of level. Careful. Just because, I lost my block completely. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, because I went to the boxes in the reverse order and alternated. I'd like to say in the originals, if you do not grab a box, the stone crushing the box will not count it for your count. But I don't want to take that risk. Well, I'd rather demo it, us breaking the box, instead of having it just, you know... Because I appreciate you guys. Or individual. Whoever's watching. Right now I need to start playing well. It's a very novel concept. Box. Fast, fast. Jump to the last second. Jump to the last... Okay. Do you need a slide? Do I need a slide? Okay. Sure, I'll slide. I'll roll with that. But I'm... I think the game does warn you to slide to gain a bit of advantage. Oh, here we go. All 44 boxes. I think for whatever reason, in this last stretch... Oh, you can't even open the door again. This one you could have in the originals. For that last stretch, I'm almost positive that there was a steel-coated crate at the very end that the boulder would not destroy. So you have to just belly slam it real quick before, you know, going on. But that might be another level too. I don't remember. After about level 15, like 10 to 15 is where I stopped remembering everything. So the other big difference between the remakes and this, or the remakes and the original, the boss zones are on the first floor as opposed to between floors. So here comes the return of Ripperoo. He is a sophisticated gentleman who is also a little bit insane. That was perfect timing, I'm sorry. So for this is a very simple boss fight, but it's also kind of like one of those fights you have to really memorize. He will always repeat the same pattern for which life he's on, and I will completely mess it up. So I can just wait here and he will not hit me the first time. I don't remember the full pattern. I believe here was the other position you can be for the first phase. Yep. So he'll just be there. Be waiting in our little safe zone. Hit him, and then repeat 2 more times. But the pattern changes on each life each little bit he's lost. I think here, maybe here. No, it's here. I kind of miss his original laugh, not gonna lie. I'm thinking it's here. It is. No, this one I think is right here. Yep, just go a bit down just in case. And this one I think is toward the top. Or here. And spin, and you got him. His head stuck in the ground. And he lost his wig. In the original Crash 2, he just fell forward and his entire face looked flat. I kind of like that a bit better. Okay. Now that we finished that, I'll show off the next warp room and then continue in the next part. So one thing of note, one of the reasons why I have so many lives is because of this guy. If you jump on enough times, the first time what will happen is he will give you 10 lives. Crash has a history of doing this. But it will not give it to me now because I've done it before. Okay, so join me next time as we go through Snowbiz and then Air Crash. Alright, bye!